Welcome again. Oh, I think you've got your, yeah, okay, muted. Good. Luciano. Anything you would like to explore?
Since our last conversation, it's been evident that there's been a lot of fear about exposing parts of personality that exist here, and with karma, I'm very gracious, very grateful to be able to have someone to and someone who's so close to be able to open to. But even that has been a hurdle. So it's been interesting to be able to confront some of the fears, even at an initial stage, and feel the release of energy that comes from just approaching it in a open and accepting way.
All right.
And knowing that, past experience is past experience, but what's happening now is very different, even though the patterns are similar.
Yeah. Wow. Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's still pretty scary.
Yes, of course. Of course it is.
Because I don't know what's on the other side.
No, it's brand new.
And
yeah.
And I know there's a knowing what I don't want.
Yes, of course.
from what other people have experienced in going through this, and I know, and there's a willingness to here to explore and to grow. And there's an understanding also of why and how, where all these patterns have originated from. And still, it doesn't take away the energy of moving forward, of growing. It seems to come hand in hand in the process. So the fire's been lit. The phoenix hasn't burnt yet, but the fire's been lit. So it's interesting to see it. And as we discussed, I really don't have much choice in the matter anyway. And I certainly feel sorry?
That's the best.
Yeah. And I certainly feel your support and Isaac's support in the whole process, even though the perception here sometimes gets a little confused. It still knows that, and there is a trusting that it's been in process and it's happening anyway. So it's all good.
Very happy to hear. Thanks for sharing this. I mean, it's for all of us. It's so amazing the moment we kind of open doors into the unknown, into the new, in a way. We also enter a place of really not knowing who we are anymore, huh? Isn't it? It's just really, where are the boundaries here? Where am I as a human being here? And how do I move and how do I settle? And it can be very spacious. It can be, I mean, just all of it. So, the slower the better, I would say, if you have a choice.
Yeah. It's good to know when it's good.
It's good to know where something is. It's good to know to go a step back sometimes. So into the familiar. So, okay, it's not comfy, it's not it's actually over here, but I just need to go a bit slow. Yeah. It's for all of us, isn't it? It's just the moment a pattern, an old familiar pattern says goodbye. It's really strange sometimes.
Yeah. And how information comes from different sources and different modalities.
Yes.
And it's acknowledged now, rather than, a fleeting flavor. It's actually, yes, I know that. I know where that's from,
Yes.
And I welcome that, So and that I know where that's from, and that's not, welcome. Well, it's thank you, but no thank you.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it's really interesting because it's and there's that trusting in what's happening is perfectly okay, and this is what everyone's been talking about, and it's here and it's opening up again, and always keeps offering opportunities to imbibe, to listen to connect with, whatever words you want to use.
Yeah. Yes. Makes my heart smile.
Yeah, and then it's I really don't have a clue. I really have no idea what's going on. I really don't.
Just also, you mentioned before, having a beloved friend, or whatever you want to call that in karma, where you can share just the way you do, just the way you do. Slowly, just whatever wants to be shared, and having that received. Holding hands and that. Also what maybe gets touched on the other side, if something gets touched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're absolutely there for each other.
Wow. Great luck.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very fortunate. Very fortunate. I guess that in that expansive, where it's opening, it's starting to come into that expansive opening. And it's like the ties that hold us together are being reassessed. And that can be a little scary, because we've always covered each other's backs.
Yeah.
And it's now saying, well, actually, you don't need to do that so much anymore. Still there, but not so much anymore. It's like, ooh,
Definitely.
This is real territory that it's becoming vulnerable to to itself, you know,
Yeah.
and to each other. And it's like, oh,
It's like the real undefended heart.
yeah, it's, you know,
Mm. Mm. And we can also see, in a way, that is what the pattern needs to shift,
yeah,
isn't it? Isn't it? It's
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's wanting to show a different way,
absolutely.
and a much more, you know, complete, a more pono. Um, yeah, a much more effective way. And it's interesting because, you know, some cultures and religions you know, have um, clarified and identified and, you know, put names to the whole thing. So, and that's
Mm.
their way of, you know, seeing it.
Mm.
But we don't, we're actually throwing all that stuff out. It's like,
Yeah,
you know,
actually
it's like,
throwing,
yeah, it's
we're
like, yes, we
throwing it
know,
out.
yeah, it's acknowledging that that's there, and you know, like the Maoris and the Hawaiians and the Buddhists and the Gnostics, they've all done it in their own
Mm.
way,
Mm.
and probably given us all of that so that we can be here.
Mm.
But you know, this is, you know, this path is, it's like, yeah, just keep trusting the next foot is going to be placed exactly where it needs to go
Yes.
without having to put a name to it. And having said that, it opens, it's opening more of my, of, it's opening more and more. Yeah.
It's so undefended.
Yeah, absolutely. No shields, no swords, no.
Thanks, Luciana.
Thank you.
Mm. Laura.
I would like a go.
Say again. You would like a
Can
go?
you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Have a go.
It feels so lucky to see you and be here.
Missed you.
Yeah, it's just like instant. Like the minute I come on, I'm like, rest. Oh my God. Haven't seen that in a long time. it appears like,
yes.
I was going to say, it appears like nothing's happening, but I reckon like that's the most fun I've had in months. Like, wow, what was that?
How would you describe? I'm actually really curious if you have any words.
I mean, there was a sense of just like, I'm always a bit funny with these terms, but drinking, and I can't believe these words are going to come out my mouth because this has not been how it's been for the last while. But in these moments, there was some joy, but not joy like a normal joy, just like just a nature, like just a total nature to go where it goes and yeah, and like surprising how quick for me, like my life's a complete ride at the moment, like it's so unbelievable, and yet I couldn't just drop in like that. Like so easy when everything else seems so hard, and yet this was so easy. But I don't know what it was like, really. I don't know, what was it like?
Sounds wonderful how you described it.
And I found myself wondering just briefly, like what you could see. And I don't mean like what you could see as in like what could you see in me? And that's not what I mean. Like what could you see? Like was it what I could see? And I don't even know what I could see. It's just like this looking.
Yeah. I guess there is every system has kind of a different experience. It looks differently, but I could totally follow what you were saying. So,
and I don't even know what I was saying.
yeah. From my side, I was the conversation with Luciano was still very present here. So that undefended heart was just, it felt like, these little defense mechanisms or, where it just holds back a little. And when we were sitting together, it was like, there, another veil just dropped, and another one, and another one. And then how my system experiences it is, it's as, some talk about emptiness. For my system, it's fullness. It's just the opposite. It's like, whoa. Every veil that kind of crumbles down is like, whoa, it's getting fuller, 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 fuller. And with that, the joy, which is, like you said, it's a different joy. It's a different joy. But I did recognize it when you spoke. So that's how it was on this side.
Yeah,
And then all of it in in union with you, which is exquisite. Very, very lucky. So my system definitely saw or noticed or felt that we were together, even though it was right here.
Yeah, that language that I said, there's a language being spoken, and even though I say I don't know what it is, it knows what it is.
Yes, it knows what it is. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I think the way you describe the fullness, like, yeah, and that's just, wow, that's just unbelievable from where I'm at right now in my life. Like, that's just like such a gift.
There was
That I
actually
can,
another
yeah.
image that came. It was a tree. It's like in not becoming a tree, but knowing a tree, that it's somehow it's solid. Yeah, it's nice when you take a breath here. It's something, it's not just electricity, let's say it like that. You know how sometimes our systems can kind of be more electricity than anything else. It's like all over. And this is kind of a bit more dense. It's like, but density in a good way, in a way of, oh, here I am and I am actually everywhere. So both at the same time, I guess.
Because
Not
until
really.
this moment, I would have like described my world as the electricity, like very unsettled, over the place, like or grappling, and here, then you just describe that. That was how I can resonate to that, and it like that's mad. That can go, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's for many of us. It goes
Yeah,
kind of very
yeah,
electric.
yeah. And
And
amazing that it can then just shift so quickly in the right time and place with the right people. It knows like that it can go back to the tree.
yes, yes, yeah. And then at one point it can even have both. It can be very energetic. I mean, it's more than energetic. It, it can be everywhere consciously, but at the same time, it's fully here. It's at the same time, it's the tree. You're just getting moments again of that, huh? You feel that?
Yeah, it's just dabbling in the possibility of doing those two together.
Hmm.
Like I definitely need more tree in my daily life right now.
Yes, 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 Laura, yes. Most of us need more tree in our daily life.
And it's like it's being really cool, like I can see the calling for it, and I keep getting stuck in them, and I can feel the calling to be the tree.
Ah, that's so wonderful that you can hear the calling of the tree.
But it's
That's
really messy. Like I keep not being able to do that, and it's you know.
no
Yeah,
way.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to
Right now, I
acknowledge
know.
it. Yeah, it's good to acknowledge
Somebody-
it, but also good to not focus on the moments where it's not happening. It's more of value to focus on the moments where it's happening. And you mentioned in the beginning of our conversation that you are surprised how quickly your system drops in. Yeah. And actually becomes the tree. It's amazing. So focus on that. And then the rest it is, it's like the more often it happens, the easier it is. It's like getting on the bike. At point you get on the bike and there you go. Whoa. And then one point's like hands off and you stand on the saddle and you go, it's like all those things that people do on the bikes.
Mm. It's that unwinding. We talked about it last time, which was forever ago, but I'm just remembering, I can feel it again, the unwinding of the stuff that's been a bit trapped, just slowly.
Yeah. Mm. Crumbles off.
Mm. Yeah, it's nice with the hands, like.
Yes, it is. Yes. Helping a bit.
Might need a few slaps.
Oh, little kick. Have a bit of fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. So light and joyful. Light and easy. Light and easy. Not so much seriousness.
Can you just move out of the way just a little bit?
You help it a bit. You need some help? You do? Oh, come.
Or I'm so tempted to just like boot it, but no, we'll just go slow.
Oh, sometimes even that is okay. Sometimes out of the way, man. Take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. Sometimes it just needs and sometimes you
It's
take
so
it as it
good.
comes.
It's so
Yes,
good.
so easy. Really light and easy. Yeah, no big deal. We're all going through the same stuff. We're all in the same boat. It's a big challenge for humans to be on this planet and doing our thing. Oh my God, it's huge being a human being. Oh, it's getting it all right and all the seriousness.
I don't know why this is making me laugh, but I've had a problem with my aircon in my car. And so I went to get a quote for it getting fixed, and it was almost more than the car's worth. So I'm just like having visions of myself this summer, just like in my car, just, sweating hot, which was starting to happen a couple of minutes ago as you were talking. It's just that heat and whew, yeah. There's going to be any of that for the next few months.
Yeah. Life.
Yeah, so I won't be getting my aircon fixed.
Buy a new car.
Oh dear. Because that heat now, it just raises the heart rate, and it's just like, oh, yeah.
I always have these cooling pads in the fridge, in the freezer.
Yeah, that's what Shana said to me, because she just had to pick me up, and she said, you're gonna have to get some cool pads to put on you when you get in the car. And
absolutely helpful, I tell you. You in the cooler box, it's the best.
Wear no clothes.
On your head and on your neck and on your belly.
Driving.
It's the best.
Thank you so much. It's a bit of a lifesaver, these moments.
Yeah. So welcome.
See ya.
Esther.
Hi, Meike.
Hi.
You hear me well?
Yeah.
It's my mobile phone, so always
yes.
exciting.
Can hear you well.
Oh, I don't see you very well. So now I see you, yes. Yes, I would love to rest with you with doing nothing. I feel some sensations, and I see there's that layer of it once it's different. Yeah.
Yeah. So for a moment,
Yeah.
nothing to do, nowhere to go, no special way to be. Just here. Sensations do their thing, thoughts do their thing, heartbeat is doing its thing, breath is doing its thing. Everything is doing its thing by itself.
And trying to find solutions for something, is that also happening by itself?
Happens by itself, in my experience. Or do you have any control over it?
No, I would love.
That's it. That's it, exactly. No control. That happens also by itself, huh?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing to do.
Yeah, just in this moment.
Yes.
In this moment. Yeah. Just in this moment. It's always just in this moment.
It feels like that I how to say, was a bit in shock or so, and then I come in touch with it. But even the shock is okay. The touch or the
Not much you can do about that, huh?
no, it goes when it goes.
It goes when it goes, yes. Mm.
It feels like a sense of panic, you know. That
Mm.
I feel the where I sit on and so on my hands, but it feels like no ground or so, or
Mm.
lost in space. So that's the feeling.
Okay. So, you know, just before it came, the same image that came when I was sitting with Laura. And I know you have that special connection with trees.
Mm.
Just see if you can get a sense of how a tree feels. If it's possible, you know, if that's what is interesting. Let's just see if you can tune there. Because you're in a safe environment right now?
Mm.
Yeah, good. Good. That's of course very
Very
important.
safe. Very nice
Yeah,
place in Amsterdam.
fantastic.
Moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really, it's important, huh? Because, you know, if there's something behind the door or window or in the room or wherever, then of course, you know, you have to be alert. But it is actually safe. So there's a memory touched or whatever it is.
Mm.
So let's see if it's possible to tune in to a tree.
Yeah, and there's still a layer working.
So my question would be, I hear you, and my question would be, do you get in touch with the tree?
Yeah, I see it, and I'm
You see it.
wondering how it can stay there, steady,
Yeah.
every day the same.
Just step back a bit, because you said you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay with that. Just stay with that. You can see the tree.
Mm.
Yeah. Just there. That's it. If you can, yes. Beautiful. Just that tree. Yeah. See there. I felt the tree breathing.
Yeah.
Mm.
And at the same time, I see the tree and I hear the wind going through
Oh,
the leaves, and I hear the ocean too. Always
oh,
very nice.
very nice. Oh, thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Just enjoy that. Just enjoy that. What kind of tree is it?
I think it's on English an oak.
Oh, an oak.
It's
Wow.
a
Wow.
real big one. It's very, you know, you have to spread your arms like this, and then you don't have even
Oh,
a third
God.
part of the tree.
Oh, shoot.
It's a very
Yes.
beautiful tree. Yeah.
Yes. Oak trees are, and they are very solid. It's
Yes.
hardwood.
And it has even the I don't know how to call it, the takken from the trees going
The
sideways. And
branches. The branches. Oh,
I don't know the English word.
uh,
Maybe. And then there's a very big one like this.
yes.
And
Yeah.
when it's raining, you can stand under it and you keep dry,
Underneath.
and you can have your
Yeah.
back against the tree.
Yes.
And you have a beautiful view over the country.
Yeah.
And a nice tree.
Yeah. So you can use that as a resource.
Yeah.
Works for your system. That beautiful oak tree with the wind and the leaves and the
Yeah.
ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, that one
Mm.
too. Yeah. It's always nice sound and
Yeah.
an endless painting.
Mm. Thanks, Esther.
Thank you, Mike.
Mm. Marina.
Hi.
Hi. You're in a different place.
Yeah, I've moved my furniture around.
Oh, you've moved your furniture around. Okay.
I had a very big area and it didn't feel contained enough.
Yeah.
I've just sort of made it into two areas. It feels cozier. Well, you can't tell from the it's just my kitchen bench, but it's nicer little area.
Yeah, great. So good to see and feel, huh? How sometimes something just hooks itself into a certain place, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Not quite, no. Like I can certainly see the same patterns running around and round.
Ah, okay. Maybe that's what I mean.
Sort of repetitive
Yeah,
story,
yeah.
which I could go into, but it's like I've heard it enough myself.
Very, very happy to hear. Yeah. How I perceive it is as if the something in the system, as if it gets a bit stiff. It's like it, as if it's stuck in a certain way, and it makes sense when you speak. So it's like, and I know it in my own experience. It's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, it doesn't flow as it can, you know. So I guess that's why I started just moving a bit. Sometimes that just invites a flow again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's like, yeah. I understand that, yeah. Yeah, I can really feel like right now, I haven't been aware of it up to now, but I'm just so sick of that pattern in the nervous system, you know, like sick of, I don't know. I can see it's just been going round on the same mind.
Marina?
Yeah.
It's that pattern itself.
Yeah.
It's not you.
No.
It's that pattern. It speaks as I.
Yes.
Yes. It's sick of itself.
Yes, it's sick of itself. Yeah.
You know, needs a little kick. In this case, it needs a little kick, like when Laura and I were playing, you know, she's
big kick, maybe.
Yeah, see, you know, some of them, oh, she would like to.
Yeah.
That one needs a kick.
Yeah.
Out. But, you know, light and easy, not getting too upset.
Yeah.
No, that's done. That's done. It's still spinning, but the plug is pulled. Yeah.
How do you know the plug is pulled? Is that because there's...
Oh, because you just came right back. Oh yeah, I just had to say your name in 2 different languages. And there you were. Marina and Marina. And you came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means the plug is pulled. Yeah, and then you can feel it stiffens up again, and but just for seconds.
Yeah.
And you're back here. You're back here. That's all that counts. You know, if the plug wasn't pulled, it would not be possible to be here.
Mm.
It's very quick. It's very quick. You know, you can kick it even a bit harder because it's sick of itself. It's It even
Yeah.
says it. It
So-
even speaks it like that. I'm
Yeah,
sick of it.
totally sick of it.
Yeah. Give it a little, you see what it wants. You can blow it away, or you kick it.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't need to do that right now and here, but you can.
Yeah. But on my own, I don't come back that often to it. I mean, I do. I'll do qigong, or I go for a
I
bit of a.
do.
I
That's
do, but most of the time I've been in it during the day. I've been
So
in
what?
that. It's like
So
I'm
what?
getting. Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
So what? Just being a moment out of it. That's when you fall on your knees. That's all you've got. Nobody has more. Nobody has more. Just that moment where clear seeing is. That brings us to on our knees. Like this. It's the biggest gift ever. That it sees, even if it's only sometimes. And it has to be very, very, very clear, so that it can be so honored, worshipped, when it's stepping out of that pattern. I love how you're here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I so love that you know. Gosh, so love it. Mm.
Me too.
Mhm. And you know also, it's not that I don't understand the struggle. I know it well in my own experience. And I don't see another way than when our systems are not in the spin. It's like, speaking from my own experience, that's what keeps me upright, the moments where clear seeing is there. That's what I'm living for. That's what I'm living for. That keeps me sane. That keeps me showing up in life. That makes me walk. It makes me, yeah.
Yeah.
That keeps me interested in being here.
Yeah. Yeah. Like me too, even though it's imagine a very small amount of time, well, compared to the Meike, but whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway.
can we take that out of the way? Can we give that a big kick? Comparison? Oh my God. You have no clue about the Meike. You have no clue about anybody. You have only a clue about Marina. Yes. And she comes from time to time, she sees clearly. And that's when you prostrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. That's all you know.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's true. That is the only thing to live for, really,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
Mm.
So clear.
Anything else is drama.
This, yeah. Shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a joke. Anything else is like, what the hell is going on here?
Oh.
Yeah.
It does feel so, you know, and I know on the world scene there's so much happening, but it does feel more intense,
Oh.
more and more intense. So
Mm.
it feels, in a way, harder.
Yeah, but it seems like you can also handle more intensity.
Okay.
It's a compliment from the universe, from existence. It's like, oh, she can have a bit more. It's like, she's done so much work. Oh, just turn it up a bit. Turn up the dial. Yeah, it's for all of us. For me too. It's not getting less. It's not getting less. It's very intense. It's intensity. I'm pretty sure you can ask all our friends here. Is it intense? Is intensity going up? Yeah, there. Yes. See, yes. Yeah.
Not for Laura. She's okay.
She's resting. And she just kicked everything out of the way. Yeah, it is very intense. Yeah, it is. And the more intense it gets, the more we have to fall onto our knees for those moments of clarity and seeing, so that we really keep ourselves on track, what we're here for. Mm. Gosh, oh man, I love how you receive this. I so love it. Mm. I mean, I'm just, because I know you're so close to with the water. Maybe, instead for Esther it was that oak tree. Maybe for you it's the ocean. I don't know, but just to get a bit more of a container, get a sense of boundaries, of something solid, just something, not too much, but a bit more solid. Not so much the energetic and the electricity. We so can play with that. We so have the capacity for it all. It doesn't take much. You see, with each one, it's like even imagining all of a sudden, yes, there's the big tree, and you can only hug a third of it because it's so big, and the leaves are, you hear the wind going through the leaves, and you hear the ocean. And so I don't know if a tree would be good for you or if it's the ocean. I just know you love the ocean so much.
Yeah. I love both.
Both, yes.
I'm near the river here, and there's little spots where you can just go down the steps and be on the river here too. And it's funny, I don't do that Even though it's a short walk, I tend to always go to the ocean. So
And that's not the right thing, you know. For you, it's obviously the ocean.
yeah.
Yeah. So you can trust that too. Yeah. Otherwise, you would go there. Mm. Mm.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Judith.
Hi, Meike.
Hello.
Oh, so much motion. It's just melting and melting. Yeah.
That undefended heart.
Yes, I love that. But also seeing where it defends also.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think also I like to speak that out because I just see it happening in my relating with Isaac, and something over the last time it's struggling. It's struggling. And it's actually since the last retreat where it was all struggling for me, and that I didn't feel seen and met. And then afterwards I felt that I took of the system, it took more distance. It didn't go to all the meetings, and sometimes it looks later, sometimes I participate partial, and I couldn't meet him one-to-one anymore. I couldn't put my hand up. And lately I thought, shall I go to the retreat, the celebration or not? And doubting, and then, okay, let I do half the week. And then I thought, how can I break this pattern again? How can I come closer? And so one time I just raised my hand and I said, there's a lot of resistance here, but I just bring that in. And then a big release of pain happened. And then I thought, oh wow, perhaps now it's free again, just an open heart. But then I went another time, and then the system became very fearful first, anxiety, and then that slowed down. And Isaac was sweet, but then that slowed down, and then a huge contraction in the belly, right? So it's still, yeah, not easy, you could say. And my sense is that the system reacts to something that it sends, but it is not totally on the front, it is more in the back. And that I recognize as a pattern of dominance, which I can very much relate in my life with my mother. That dominance, and then that pattern what arises here, like I should do it well somehow. So somehow it is not safe all the way, and it's struggling. Yeah. And that also makes me sad. Yeah. And now here a lot is, yeah, melting somehow. Yeah. I even don't understand why there's such a deep touch at the moment. Yeah, it's just there. Wow, I saw such a desperate little piece here. Yeah. Ah.
Is it a bit easier?
Yeah, it's getting more quiet and more inner deepening of space in the belly. More present.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels met.
Yes. Very
Very nice.
Yeah. That's so satisfying, eh? That sense of being met. That's so satisfying.
The best.
Yeah.
It's all it's ever asking for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you stop for me? Can you stop for
Yeah.
me? Can you stop for me? Can you? Maybe you. Maybe you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, next wave.
Different one. That's a
Yeah.
different, different next one.
Yeah, this is the one that feels touched by being met.
I so like, in the beginning, sometimes the first conversation or exchange kind of dictates
Yeah, that's it.
the subject, the theme. It's so the undefended heart for me today. So
Yeah.
the undefended. If there's any defense, it will not be possible to meet. If there's any, it's just a little dust corn
Yeah.
grain
Yeah.
on the lens. It's just, I love it.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah. Also, there to honor the intelligence of the system when it contracts somehow. Because it's the tendency is to make itself wrong for that.
Yeah.
While somehow the system knows when it does that or when it doesn't.
There's just no right or wrong in it.
No,
Huh?
no.
Does it?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good to
Does
honor it.
Yeah. Well, something here would like it to be different, but then it's like that.
Which is also that pattern. It
Yeah.
would like, of course, it would like to be different.
Yeah.
But what it actually would like is it would love to be met.
Yeah.
Because you can see the moment it gets, we don't know how much we have met it. We have no clue, but there was at least a tiny bit of meeting. We never know how much, but there was a meeting going on, and then it relaxes.
Yeah.
It's somehow very simple, isn't it?
It is.
And you
Yes,
can't
simple and
know.
so profound.
Yes.
Because
So
we see how much we struggle with meeting each other really from that depth.
Yeah. And we also don't know, we can't predict even when it will happen, that meeting. Huh? It's just very lucky when we are witnessing that it's met.
Yeah.
Wow, there's again, it's like the
yeah.
to fall on our knees. Huh?
Yes.
Far out.
Yeah. Yeah, again, the tears are coming in.
It's the shower of gratitude, isn't it? Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. That gratefulness. Wow. Then the drinking and kissing can start.
Say again.
Then the
Yeah.
drinking and kissing can start.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The filling up, that unified field opens. Yeah. Connection.
Mm.
Yeah, simple and profound.
Yeah.
Mm.
Belongs together. Because it's so profound, then it is very simple. So, yeah, and then enjoyment can happen.
Just being here.
Yeah, and then it's
Happily.
very ego and it's no you, no me. It's flowing. Yeah. Grateful, Meike. Wow.
Mm. Mm.
Wow, wow, wow.
Mm. Mm.
Thank you. Thank you all. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Ineke.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm getting nervous already. That's how cricket goes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. I'm trying to sit with the undefended heart. And I feel so stuck. My body feels so stuck. And there's, I don't know, there's stuckness there.
Yeah. I mean, then it won't work, huh? To try to sit with the undefended heart.
I don't know. It's something changed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think like, oh, I can be this really sort of big tree. Be very stuck nah, on this one place. And then there's a heart in the tree. right? It can be a, undefined heart in the tree. And maybe very slowly the flow is returning, or I can feel this is all perception, right? Maybe I'm not perceiving the movement, but then something does start moving again. Like the what do you call it? The fluids within the tree, right? So I just give in to a very big tree and the image of a very big tree and I guess very old one too. And just enjoy whatever flows and put my mind away from where it all sort of hurts and stuckness. And then in the middle of the tree there feels like there's a heart. I even feel its roots and its base. Yeah, so something is moving. It's very big, actually. It's so, it's a bit overwhelming how big it is. That tree, this tree where I'm in. Yeah, but it feels safe. It's very nice. There's this immediate response to the heart. As soon as the heart is touched, it's like I have to do something or change something, or so just being there is yeah, feeling that connection is a challenge in itself. There's a fear to connect.
Don't need to. I'm here anyway.
There's sadness over the fear.
Just the acknowledgement is such an invitation. It's like I feel so invited to be here now. Then there comes the movement.
Yeah. It's resting. Even when I'm leaning in a little bit like this, it's already too much. I have to go back. Yeah.
Good noticing.
Yeah.
That's what it needs. Or what it longs for. It's
Yeah.
noticed. Mm.
Then I'm gone again.
Good. It's noticed.
Yeah. I'm here, but I'm not here.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. You're here and you're not here.
Yeah.
Farah? Mm.
Not
It's
so,
noticed.
so long to be here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's obviously not up to you.
Yeah. There's sadness about that too.
But something is arriving a little more here. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
The breathing gets a little bit deeper. It feels like what Luciano was saying, that starting all over again.
Yeah.
That's how it feels like. You know, it's like,
Yeah. And not having a clue.
no.
No clue what's next. So no wonder, and it doesn't know, does it want to be here or not? It longs to be here, but at the same time, it needs to back off again. And, it's natural. I would say that's very natural. So if you can honor that, you said you would like to lean in, but, and then you need to back off again.
Yeah.
Ever so gently. Maybe a little leaning in, but going back immediately. Ever so gently.
Yes, and it's very beautiful to, yeah, to be seen in that, and that it's not interfered with, especially.
Very courageous. Very, very courageous to show up with this. It's not our favorite thing to show up with stuff like this. So, whoa, needs to be honored big time. Mhm. Big time honoring it for its courage.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, yeah, just I'm holding on to something. It's like my jaws are just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm holding on to something and letting go again.
So good to see that. You know, being so gentle with that. That's again that backing off, you know, when it needs a bit more space.
Yeah.
That's when it does that, when it needs more space.
I'm so tired. This is also something Luciano said. So tired of the swords and whatever. So it's just so nice because this feels different, right? This is a very different space. Yeah.
You know, and if it carries all those weapons around all the time, it's quite tiring, you know, it's heavy stuff. So when it comes off, it's like, oh, oof.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm.
Centuries of weapons.
Centuries. Oh.
Weapons and patterns and yeah.
All of that stuff. So take a lot of rest and be as gentle as possible.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
really slow. Thank you for bringing this. It's so courageous.
It's time. I see it's time.
Yeah. It's okay like this?
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all for a most beautiful meeting, for your most beautiful hearts, again and again. Love and peace. Shall we?